What up, Steph? What up, Teresa? Chat. Time travelers. Sunday morning.
No matter where I go, there's no sun until I sit on the fucking bench out here, and then there's sun straight in my face every time.
And it starts beaming down on you.
Hey, Pilgrim's Live.
Whoa. Whoa. Dude, that's crazy. YouTube won't let you go do anything at the moment.
Yeah, not till next Friday probably is when I can go again.
Next Friday is gonna be outrageous. That's gonna be outrageous. Yeah. What up, Blue? Good to see you as well.
Who knows? I might enjoy the break and just not come back at all.
Oh Lord, that would suck.
Hey, you want to see the frame that I made this morning?
Let me see.
Hold on 1 second. What are you doing? Dick, what are you doing?
Uh-oh. You got a new friend.
Turtle.
That's the most turtly turtle I've ever turtled.
Got some nice color.
Mm-hmm.
Still a
Is that
baby.
box turtle?
Yeah. Hanging out down here at the movie theater.
Lord have mercy.
2 turtles and 2 snakes so far this week cleaning out the yard.
I don't think there's any snakes in my neighborhood. I've never seen any in my yard. I'd like to see if the critters. They're probably hidden.
You will. I guarantee come springtime or summer next year, you're going to come across a rattlesnake or at least a giant fucking black snake. But I bet you're going to have rattlesnakes out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Ugh, I'd rather have the snakes than these damn ticks everywhere, dude.
Get some guineas.
Would they help with ticks and shit too, or it's pretty easy to take care of?
Guineas pretty much take care of themselves. They're like chickens, but nobody really eats them. Some people do, but you. But yeah.
Yeah.
They're just annoying little birds that block traffic and get in the road and go into other people's yards and shit, but they'll eat up all your bugs.
Oh, guineas are so they're birds. Okay, I've heard of a guinea bird before. For some reason, I was thinking you was talking about a pig, the guinea pig, for some reason. You could probably do you think chickens would interact good with them, or do you think chickens would try to kill them?
Yeah, chickens and guineas can live together.
Cool. Shit, you could get like a Three Sisters method going on with the guineas, the chickens, and pigs. A little something going on with that.
Guineas are dicks, though.
Are they?
They go wherever the fuck they want to.
Oh God! Last night in Pigeon Forge, they've been having this shit called Slammed. It's called Slammed Enough Festival. It's like a car show deal, but Slammed Enough. It's for teenagers, like youngsters in the early 20s and shit. Young dudes with them Japanese cars. I call them rice burners. Those little Hondas and those little things like that.
That's what they are.
Yeah, but dude, last night. What up, Jewish guy? It's good to have you in here, dude. Yeah, we oi. But the they had and this is a small town. You know, Pigeon Forge. That's a small town, right? That's a very small town. You feel me? So it's a tourist destination, shit. But they had all these teenagers at this one little gas station. They had to bring in riot police last night, dude. I don't think they've ever brought riot police in this fucking town, in that town and shit. They were having to disperse the people with tear gas and all kinds of shit.
Have you been paying attention to what happened in Nepal, where the young kids rose up?
Yeah, I watched that a little bit. I watched there's a streamer. He was riding his motorcycle from Thailand to England, and he was just driving through Nepal when it happened, and he got good footage of it all. Yeah, they're burning down their Capitol building.
So the youth of Nepal revolted against their government and literally overthrew their government a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Morocco
yeah, the damn
is doing the exact same thing right now. Look up Morocco. The youth of Morocco are doing the exact same thing right now. They are burning that fucking country to the ground.
Let me see.
So I'm saying, man, the youth, they're rising up. All these kids who were forced to do that lockdown and shit while they're in school, yeah, they want some payback globally. It's good to see.
It's the World Civil War.
Pretty much.
World War, Civil War III. A lot of these countries already been at little miniature civil wars themselves already. But Morocco, like, they seem like they're like a developed like nation, though. You know what I'm saying? They seem like they're a little better off than the rest of those countries. So it's crazy.
We'll see. Hopefully it starts spreading over to first world nations like
Look, they got everybody there. The kids, the old people, the middle-aged people, young people, everybody.
Revolution's a family affair.
Like this in the United States, but I've noticed it's only like this. So you got to bring the whole family, kids, and everybody. Agreed. Like, it could be like this in the U.S., dude, but
the only reason it's not like that in America is
the
just
classic.
If we were the same, if America was the same size as some of these little shithole countries, we would look like that easily. We're just too spread out. That's the only thing that's saving us right now. Because I mean, parts of America look like that.
None of them looked like they were like political either, right? They all just look like regular people who are fed up with what's going on in their country.
Yeah, people are just tired of the government in general. Tired of being told what they can and can't do.
Yeah, I mean, we're heading towards being like that soon, dude. Like, we're heading towards being like that. They already have like they're put here in the U.S. We're having speech laws being pushed on us. I feel like, or certain speech. Yeah. You know, and it's from both sides, right and left. They're pushing these laws on us as to what we can and cannot say.
Yep. Fuck the government.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. These people, like, I feel like here in the U.S. we have too much time on our hands. I feel like, you know, to be coming up with these little things. You got to think those people, they probably don't have that much time. They probably, I mean, they don't have, they just work and they go home and that's all they do. I don't feel like they have fun like that in Morocco. You know, they might, but they don't look at fun though in America and England and all that shit.
Morocco's a pretty touristy kind of place. You know what I mean? As far as Arab nations go.
I mean, they do see. It's a lot of these Arab. So, the mother is the head of the household. We think a lot of times that well, in Saudi Arabia, the husband, the dad, is the one that runs the house. It's dependent on nation and culture. But in places like Morocco and Pakistan, the woman is the leader of the house. And we think that they're like beating the shit out of women and doing all this shit, but that's not necessarily the case. I am. He's my first cousin. Tex.
I can't see the chat. Hello, all you guys. Fuck it off, some of you.
Are you related to George Floyd?
Yes. Except I can breathe. So I'm from the good side of the family.
Yeah, I'm from the side of the family that ain't got breathing issues. What up, Laka Brenna? You crazy, Hutch. Man. Ooh. I'm not I haven't smoked really today. I'm trying to like keep it that way. I'm gonna try to keep like maybe I don't know. We'll see what's up. I'm experimenting.
I'm on number 2 already.
Yeah. I'm on that experimentation right now. We used to see how it goes. We can see how it goes. Pray for my family.
No, I already did my running for the day, so I'm here all day. I'm shoveling shit, moving piles, probably do some trimming.
I want to go to this random shit chilling.
Gotta get ready for the harvest party. I'm down here at the movie theater right now. I'm gonna come down here and weed eat it, rake it up, get it all nice and pretty, as pretty as I can get it.
That's gonna be like the main show spot at the harvest party.
Yeah, I got a 10 by 30 tent, awning kind of thing that I'm gonna set up over here against the tree line. That way, boom, we'll have the movie theater here. We'll set up a little grill and shit right over here. We'll have a little canopy in case it rains on us. Good to go. And a bucket of marijuana.
Is it going to be cold?
It might be. It's 50-50. It could be snowing or it could be 80 degrees.
Huh. I mean, honestly, if it snowed, that'd be cool too. It'd be interesting. Be very interesting.
I think the coldest Halloween we've had down here so far, we were in the 20s. And the warmest, it was shorts weather. So like we've covered the entire spectrum in the last 9 years. It can go either way. So buddy.
I believe it's going to be heading towards I think we're going to be frozen in. The harvest party, when is it, Hutch? It's Halloween, right?
Halloween
night. What up, Sophia? Oh my god, I am excited. Last time I went to your house, I had a fucking great time, buddy. What up, Jane?
We got some cats about to start banging it out here in the woods.
Is it y'all's hairless cats or y'all's regular? Y'all don't let them hairless cats outside of that house, I bet.
No, I only got one cat, and she stays inside. These two are two stray fucking cats that just roam around the woods.
Kind of shit. That's how when we got a cat over here, he like hangs outside and shit, but he's pretty much become like our cat because he's just coming over here and he's a homeless cat, but he also like he has pieces of his ear missing and shit like that, dude. But he's a very friendly cat though. But
those are the best cats.
Yeah, this dude like he gets out there in the woods and he does some fighting for sure. And he's probably this cat here. He's probably been a part of the eradication of probably 2 or 3 bird species. Chat, what are you doing? We got Blue, we got Jane, we got Rayanne, we got Sophia, we got Teresa, we got Lakimba, something of that nature.
He's not fucking with us.
Get him high, dude. Give him some of that turtle weed. So if you give them turtle weed, it's okay.
He didn't put in on this shit.
That's true. Sophia says, weren't we promised videos and pictures of Mama Cat in a pink robe?
No.
That would be hilarious.
You got to make her a coat.
Make her a fucking coat out of some of the rabbit's pelts that you got. What up, Gunslinger?
That is a wife chore. Whenever she gets around to sewing it, we just got the shit moved around yesterday, so she can get to her sewing table. So that'll probably be a project over the next month or two.
See, I'm trying to get my girl up on this shit too, dude. Like I'm telling her, you don't have to kill any of the animals, do anything like that. I'll do the slaughtering. You just like treat the meat and do some shit with the fur.
Right.
Somebody had said we have a free Palestine troll in here.
Fuck
what Palestine. Do we think? Yeah, I was about to say, Hutch, what do we say about Palestine? Fuck Palestine. And Israel too.
Yeah, fuck Israel, fuck Canada, fuck Ukraine.
Fuck Venezuela too. I feel like there is some bullshit going on. I'm like, when the fuck? I had never heard of like drugs coming from there. I've only heard about this shit coming from. It's a possibility the drugs could be coming from Venezuela, but that's just like the Gulf of Tonkin shit. It sounds like to me. Like, oh yeah, North Vietnamese sunk one of our boats in the Gulf over here, and now we're going to war with them. Oh yeah, false flag it. Let's go ahead.
Right.
And these Venezuelan people, they're all poor people. They've been you can't. It's their government. The governments are the enemies of people, not other people.
And some countries are communist cultures.
Well, that is a valid point because they've had like over 80, 90, 100 years some of these countries to revolt and try to do some kind of semblance of.
At a certain point, like revolution is what is it when tyranny becomes law, revolution becomes duty? One of those kind of things. That applies on a global scale, not just for America.
What up, Shorty? Yeah, they you got a. She said it looks like you got a Brazilian blowout on your hair. That's looking cool. Take this shit back. Where to, Joe? Where the fuck we gonna take it, Joe Dirty? They're all having imaginations of you now with pink rollers in your hair and slippers.
That's how I get down. Don't be it's cleaner than yours. You know what I mean? Look at that. Look at that. You see that bounce? You want
that is some thick hair for a man of your age. Yeah, you heard me. For a man of your age, that's some good.
What'd you say?
I said for a man of your advanced age, that's a good set of hair.
You know what? Fuck your face, bro.
What up, Johnny? Which one is the Alcatraz dude that escaped? Have you ever did time in Alcatraz?
In Alcatraz? No, not in Alcatraz.
What up, Terrell Roof?
I would never try to escape jail because that's retarded. Do your time like a man and get it over with.
Exactly. What's the point of escaping? Because if you're escaping, then you're just going to be on the run pretty much the rest of your life.
Escape is an automatic 5 years, and then you have to do that 5 years before your actual time starts back up again.
And then also you got to think. I imagine the guards, the people at that, when you get back to the prison, they're going to be keeping an eye on you. You know, they're going to be treating you like shit, possibly.
You go into if you try to escape, you go into solitaire for like 6 months to a year. You're like basically in the hole, and they'll probably put you in a different camp.
Yeah. People don't try to escape. It's like you remember that story a couple years back? There was the guy, he had smooth talk a female prison guard, and ended up like getting like that as his woman, and she helped him escape. What's your opinion on shit like that?
That happens all the time.
That is fucking. And she believed that he really loved her for real.
I don't think females should work in prisons. I don't think females should be police officers, and I don't think females should be in the military.
Yeah, because then it becomes almost like a. Yeah, and it's like I'm not saying anything, but you notice a lot of these female prison and jail guards. You know, they could be easily. You got a smooth talking, semi good looking prisoner. They're gonna be able to smooth talk this prison guard.
Any woman who willingly fills out an application to work in a prison is suspect in my book. There are a few good people, but for the most part, it's pretty suspect. It's a lot of grumpy bitches looking for attention. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they feel like the prison guy, the what they call the bad boy, whatever, like that's some kind of that's gonna add an excitement to their otherwise boring life. So women like that are just like liberals, if you think about it.
Pretty much, yeah.
They want to have an excitement to their boring life, so they dye their hair blue, or they don't know what species they are. Are they a dog today? Are they a cat tomorrow? Are they a fucking tranny? What are they?
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with any woman who wants to work.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Exactly. Like, this is a free country still. Until they take it away, according to the Yankees, we still live in a free country. But I think it's tasteless. It's pretty. It's tacky. It's tacky.
And makes no sense. Little ass women, you got dudes in there fucking pumping iron, life sentences. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And they got nothing better to do than play mind games with these guards, the other prisoners. What up, hillbilly?
What up? I don't have the chat on, y'all. Hello.
My camera keeps on refocusing. Sorry about that, guys. I think it's because I don't have it set up properly. Here we go. We got a good little crowd going. For this show. This is great.
Here's a random ass story. So this is an example of why women should not be COs. So I'm a pretty big dude, right? I'm decent size. There's this cat in there. His name was Moose. He was a lifetime fucking. He was like 50 something years old. Spent 30 plus years in prison already, in and out type of shit. This dude had. He was at least 4 inches taller than me, right? And he was fucked. There wasn't an ounce of fat on this dude. Just a big ass, lanky, white looking dude. Looked like Howard Stern in the face, but fucking ripped. Like literally not a single ounce of fat on this motherfucker. Flaming homosexual. His last charge. He had a boy in the yard. Like I ended up being his boy's celly in the hole, and he would smuggle in weed, and we'd sit there and get high as fuck in the hole. And then, but I used to work in the kitchen, and he worked in the kitchen too. I was I worked in the fucking box, handing out mops and shit like that, right? So I'm fucking with this dude in the kitchen, hanging out with him. Like, all right, you're pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, don't push that shit on me, and we ain't got a problem type of stuff. But he showed me his paperwork. His last charge in the camp that he was in before he got to Cameron. He took a stinger. A stinger is it's literally a piece of metal that spirals and comes back down. You plug it in, and it heats up your coffee or your water or whatever the fuck it is, right? So it gets hot as fuck. He took one of these things and shoved it up a guy's ass because he smacked his punk on the ass in a different camp and plugged that bitch in. So he got like all kinds of mutilation charges and shit. He got like, I think 37 years for that added on to his shit.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. One of those
guys where like I was benching like 400 at the time, right? Squatting 600. I wasn't a little fella. I would not want to fight this dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially
like,
some.
You know what I mean?
A big jacked up homosexual. Fuck that. I ain't trying to fight him. Hell no. I'm not trying to be.
Bull queers are a real thing, y'all. That shit that's a real fucking thing.
That's scary because that's somebody that beat you down and then do worse shit than beat you up if they beat you. That's fucking terrifying.
Women have no place trying to stop somebody like that in a violent situation.
She's not going to be able to. She's just going to stand. I had to leave the room and call for backup. Be like, I had to leave the room and lock the door because I cannot be in there with this crazy shit. Back up. We should not have to pay taxes with the government shut down. What's your opinion on that?
I'm kind of over the tax thing. A lot of people want a lot of fairy tale dreams. I'm not going to get mad over shit that I literally know.
Guardian, what's up?
Guardian. I get it. Taxes are theft, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck are we going to do about it? Stop paying your taxes. How? It's digitally taken out of your shit before you even get it. How you
exactly?
And unless we're all going to rise up and start fucking protesting and surrounding city halls and state capitals and shit, bitching about taxes by the millions, it's not an issue worth talking about because ain't nobody going to do nothing about it but bitch.
Exactly, and they're gonna have to it's gonna have to be more than just one day. A couple million people get together and go and it's gonna have to be like weeks and months of them just sitting there. We're not dealing with this shit no more.
As I said, if everybody was serious about taxes are so evil, everybody who pays taxes, all the Trumpers, the responsible Americans, take the entire week off, take 5 days off, shut the entire economy down. That's how you're going to stop getting raped on taxes. is you got to actually show that you're willing to stop the entire country to prove a point. Like, no, we're tired of paying this, so we're not going to. Otherwise, we're not going to do shit for you. We'll let the whole thing collapse before we pay you another cent. That's the only thing that's going to change it. Until that happens, it's just bitching in a fucking echo chamber.
Exactly. It's going to take going to your local town meetings, going to because anybody can go into those meetings, right? If you live in that community, you can just go.
Yeah, town hall meetings are open to the public. They're supposed
and you can get up and talk and say some shit too, right?
Yeah, most of them you can. Yeah, you'll have like a 30-second to 2-minute time limit to address issues and shit like that.
Yeah, so that seems interesting. I personally am wanting to look into checking out my next local town meeting. It should be interesting. They have like a big county shit too for the next county where all that shit happened. I'd be interested in going and hear what they have to say about all these car shows and shit. You feel me? Because
that's revenue for the town.
Yeah, so they're going to be arguing. It is revenue, but then they also they don't like some of the people as well. So they're like, yeah, we want this revenue, but we don't want these people to be. So they're like trying to figure out a way to you can't just make it to where only old people can come to the town though. That's gonna be fucked. They make it.
They'll try to put in like cruising laws and curfews.
Exactly.
Shit like that.
What up, Mad Shad? What up, Southern Dave? Yeah, but that was crazy. Some of the footage I saw, it's in such a small town for them but the kids. What up, James Dillon? What up, Chris? The kids, I call them kids because they're like 19 years old, all these guys, but they were on top of the roof of this gas station. They were like climbing up the roofs and shit, dude. You feel me? Like, there's probably.
They deserve to be maced and arrested. Then it is what it is.
And that's what happened. Yeah, I cannot stand behind the crate like this. That little town over there. They ain't ready for no shit like that. That's like a family town. You know what I'm saying? That's like a fucking place you take your kids at to go play putt-putt and shit and do that.
That's where it's at, though. It's everywhere. Small town America to the biggest city.
So yeah,
the superintendent up in Des Moines. The illegal. Y'all heard about that shit? Y'all seen that? The illegal they arrested. He was the superintendent for the Des Moines, Iowa high school school district. He was making damn near $300,000 a year.
The fuck?
Legal as shit.
Yeah. The fuck? Like, how the fuck he was a mayor or he was superintendent? He was a superintendent?
Superintendent of the school district.
How the fuck? And them kids are still dumbasses and shit. So how the fuck is he getting paid that much? These kids ain't getting smarter. They're even more stupid than they was.
He was a registered Democrat. Big surprise. And he liked the LGBT DEI agenda pushed in schools.
Oh God.
Apparently, he came over on a student visa in 1999 or 2001, somewhere in that range. So a long time, and then he just never left. They got things to where Biden sent the Biden administration sent the final notice of, hey, you're overdue and you're illegal. You need to turn yourself in, type of thing. He got one of those letters under Biden, and he was still the superintendent of the fucking school district. Craziness.
Well, they got to think
get your shit right. Pay attention to that shit. That shit's fucking stupid.
Yes, it seems like that to be like if I was an immigrant and I had to do paperwork every 5 years or whatever, I have to go to this office and to my city. I would want to stay on top of that, wouldn't you think? You'd want to, like with any kind of shit. Like let's say we're having to do paperwork to fill out some kind of shit to, we're gonna want to stay on top of that. I'll be calling every single day. Anytime the meeting's gonna happen, we're gonna want.
I guess the whole thing it called for a state audit pretty much on the entire system, because he was an illegal immigrant, but yet he still was a registered voter and did vote.
Yeah, and that's a government job too, a school superintendent. So
there's all kinds of fraud that's about to be investigated in the Iowa government, especially.
I wouldn't expect no shit like that out of Iowa though. That's crazy.
It's everywhere. It's like right across the river in Omaha. They caught that fucking illegal that was wanted by Interpol for 5 fucking murders, cartel murders. And shit, you know what I mean?
I've heard a thing or two about Omaha. Like you wouldn't, somebody who's not from down there. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't think that. I guess Omaha, Nebraska has rough hoods there. Like they has some rough ghetto shit going on.
Pretty. Omaha's got some pretty ratchet fucking spots. But
That's
Omaha
crazy.
and Des Moines, the only thing that separates them is the river. They literally touch. It's just the river that separates them.
Yeah, that's crazy. So it has to, and it's been like that probably for years too. What's Freedom, Georgia, Chris? I don't know what that is. Do you know what Freedom, Georgia is, Hutch?
No, I don't.
What up, Southern mofo? Let me see. Let's see. Let's look it up. It's worth a Google, huh, Chris? Let me see. Oh, I guess it's a Freedom, Georgia. Oh, that's interesting. It's like a it is connected. Here, let me show you. It's like a homestead community founded by Black people. After.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what it is. Big deal. What about it?
Woo. Yeah, I don't like that. It's like why make it only exclusive to certain people? Like, wouldn't you want to have like a good team going?
I personally would prefer to live in a mixed community, but this is America. I don't give a fuck what people want to do. As long as you buy the land, it's your land. Do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to be racist as fuck and be like, no, we can't have whites or we can't have blacks or whatever, I don't give a fuck. Let's keep it on your land. As long as you're not trying to implement laws and legislation, I don't give a fuck what you do. Be as racist and retarded as you want to be on your own land. America.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's something that you own. It's on your property. So yeah, it's not like it's a public. It's not like it's a restaurant that you own, and that gets a little bit more hairy subject, touchy subject. But if you own a public place like a restaurant or something like that, then you can't just like, oh, this is only for Black or only for white people.
And see, I'm not even okay. I wish it should be the market should decide. It shouldn't be legislated. If somebody doesn't want to serve a Black folk or a white folk in their restaurant, okay, cool. Put up a sign. I don't care. Let the world know how you feel. That way, there's no confusion. The market will decide. You know, one of those type of things.
Better that honesty versus like lying in front of somebody's face kind of shit.
Yeah, like if you really want to, go ahead. Cool. America.
I want to smoke bad.
Now, public spaces is completely different. You know, if it's a private business or a private home or private property, hey, I'm not about to tell you what the fuck to do on your own land. I don't want you to tell me what the fuck I can do on mine. You know?
Yeah, and that's where it gets kind of close into like communist shit, right? Because in communism, nobody owns any land. It's the government owning the land, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And they can tell you what to do with your shit. And I think people, they only got like 50-year lease. They don't, if you own a house or land, you don't own it. You're leasing it from the government over there.
Well, see, that's a failed argument because there are a lot of states who don't have property tax. So those people do own their land. You know what I mean? So that kind of invalidates that argument right there on some of that shit.
What are you talking about?
Everybody's like, oh, if you have to pay property tax, you don't own your land, blah, blah, blah. Well, New Hampshire doesn't have property tax. So by that definition, they own their land. You know what I mean? One of those. It's not always the government owns your land no matter what type of shit. Because there's a lot of that victim mentality, logic bullshit. Missouri's trying to get to a point. Billy Long from Joplin, he's trying to push for no more property tax in Missouri.
I'd be down for something like no property tax in my state.
I think one and done is all you should have to pay on taxes. I'm not completely anti-tax. I think they're necessary, especially for a nation as big as ours. But one and done. You know what I mean? You pay sales tax on something once, and that's it. Cars, property, all that shit. Yeah, you shouldn't have to pay every fucking year on something you've already paid taxes on.
Well, who even started the property tax shit? Like, where? How does that even fit into our American way of life?
Hell, I don't even know. Probably Eisenhower type fucking.
It was old Ike. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, it originates from colonial time. So property taxes have roots in ancient civilizations, but in context of the United States, they began in the colonial era. The early settlers brought with them the concept of property taxation from England, where taxes are levied based on land ownership and occupancy. These taxes were essential for funding local governments and public services such as roads and schools.
But that was before America was legalized and had paperwork. So the colonies don't mean shit. When did it actually become legislation?
Post-Revolutionary War era. After the Revolutionary War, property taxes became a crucial means of funding the new government. The tax structure varied significantly across states, reflecting local economic conditions and political ideologies. The concept of equality, as stated in the Declaration of Independence, influenced how property taxes were perceived and implemented. So I take that as it wasn't just if you're rich or you're poor, they're not going to give you less or more taxes. They're just going to put a
so the founding fathers issued property tax, basically, is what you're saying.
That's what it's looking like. Yeah.
So if you're a true constitutionalist, don't you have to be okay with property tax then, since it came from the founding fathers during the same time, and they're the ones who actually put in the legislation for it?
What up, Elusive? Yeah,
Isn't that how that would have to work?
They were doing shit. If you like, a lot of that, you could look at it. That's why like a lot of the people look at the Leviticus literally. They only look at like certain parts of the Bible and cherry pick what they want out of it.
Right.
But the property, reading that kind of puts a new thought in my head about all this shit.
If the founding fathers implemented it as legislation, as a way to supplement the revolution to create America, then taxes are basically the foundation of the forming of America. Therefore, property taxes are, by definition, constitutional.
Yes, sir. It makes sense. Yeah. We just came up with a new discussion. That's something I just now discovered. Wow. Yeah. I mean, but that's taxation with representation, though, right? Because you do know, like, you would know what is
that, because technically, yeah, it would be funding the infrastructure, the roads, the fire department, police department. You know what I mean? Regardless of what it actually goes to, the purpose was to go to those things.
Guardian says in South Africa they're trying to expatriate people's property without compensation. They're actively trying to do that, he says. Oh,
yeah, they've
heard about that shit.
Taking over that. Taking over that farmland and shit.
What up, Joshua? Spreading the good word. They are scum and they are gay.
We've already seen it over the last 3 years. They've tried to come for the gardens a couple times. Like, they're trying to push that propaganda to where if you have your own garden, you're evil. Don't trust the private farmer. You only want to support the local farmer if he's subsidized by the government with like a 10,000 acre crop field that sends their shit to China. That type of farm. That's what they mean by support your local farmer. Support the subsidized motherfucker with the $5 million fucking tractor shed and shit. That's who they want you to fucking.
Yeah, he's the one putting all that. I guarantee the government, they're giving him shit. They're saying, hey, put this shit on your crops. He's like, okay, whatever. I don't even want to know what's inside of it. I'll just spray it. Thank you.
They've got all these big fucking subsidized local farmers they use those industry seeds to where they've got a patent on them. So you literally have to buy seeds every year, and it would be a federal trademark infringement crime if you tried to grow a seed from one of their seeds, that type of shit. You are stuck working for that system, growing their food only. These are the seeds we want you to grow. This is the pesticide we want you to use. Boom. We'll buy this much. If you grow more, you're going to have to throw it away. But this is how, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't. That's.
Go ahead.
No, you're right. You was about to say Bill Gates. That's his. The fuck
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder. I'm like, how many of these fucking is there there's a couple of gigantic farms and shit around my area too. I'm like thinking, how the fuck? I never see people working in them fields either. It's always like these giant machines that they got going on and shit.
See, out in the Midwest, we don't have a whole bunch of illegals picking crops and shit. At least I've never seen it. I've been all over the Midwest, and I've never seen a bunch of illegals out there. It's always combines and tractors and, you know what I mean, government subsidized things.
Let me see.
Get 5 rednecks out there with pickup trucks just following each other in a circle on fucking tractors.
Around here, fucking. But I remember growing up as a kid, though, they still also had that technology, but a lot of times, they would get, I remember, my friend's uncle would give us, $5 or something to, pick out shit from his, tomato shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if you want to talk about processing, though, the factories that process that shit and turn it into canned food or turn it into, Tyson's chicken, yeah. Illegals all over that shit. But the farming itself, no. That's good old-fashioned America.
There's a little processing plant kind of down the street from me. It's for vegetables and shit of that nature, like what you're saying. And it's funny. I love driving by it because sometimes you can see all the. I don't know what they are, but they're all short and they might be Hondurans. I don't know.
Burmese. We got a lot of Burmese. We got Tyson's around here. A lot of Tyson's and a lot of chicken places, pig places, and cow places. And there's traveling groups of Burmese, Venezuelan, and I forgot what the other fucking group was, but some kind of Asiatic fucking group. And they literally just travel the hundreds, stay for a couple seasons, and then move to the next processing plant.
It's almost like a cartel, kind of like a mob kind of shit.
Yeah, it's a whole fucking. It is a whole system set up. They go.
Girl, Wolf, I would never be that badass. I wish. I just got this because I love America. Sorry, Hutch.
Oh, you're good. I don't have the chat on, so I don't know what anybody's saying.
It's a pretty active little chat. I've been grateful. The chat that I've been having the past week has been great. Yeah.
It's fucking nice out here today.
It is a good little day. I'm excited. This party is what up, Ariella? Welcome to the channel. Yeah, we talk about me and this dude, we get into all kinds of shit. He's out his own channel. We get into this shit. We all of us, our crew, we're the trailer park crew. We're the Guttermouth trailer park YouTubers. Our community is.
Pretty much.
Hutch, me, Backwoods, Guardian Preppin', Elusive, Hillbilly, Tribe. We didn't have so many fucking people. I can't even name all of them. Those are just the people I'm Native and Devout. I can name many more, but those are the ones I feel closest with. That I feel yeah. What is
we do
this?
real life shit over here, young.
Yeah, there you go, Dill Hole. He just explained. No, I wasn't calling you Dill Hole, Hutch. I was talking to.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. We chilling, dude. Not fucking no. This. I can't. We can get into serious topics for a second, but then we go. But what up, Vanilla Gorilla? But we. I don't know. we don't take this shit too seriously. We do, but it's at the same. I mean, I take it in a way, but I like that idea if people could laugh and have a smile and distracts them from all the bullshit going around on the news and all this, that, and the other. If they can watch us talk and have a good time, I love that. Yeah. You fucking hear the shit from us instead of hearing it from some fucking dickhead.
I am just high as balls looking at trees. I'm just here right now.
Shit. I'm waiting on them. Chris said he was about to pop in here. He had something to say. I'm trying to see what all this party. I don't have to leave for another. I got about 20, 23 minutes, 25 minutes. We're going to keep it going.
I was going to show you the lady, but it would get you'd get an age restriction.
That little clown. Yeah. No, that's what I've been telling my girl. I was like, I got to go to Hutch's. Not just for that, because it'd be a great time, but I got to go to I was like, I got to go. And it's working out. We should be able to, dude. For sure. If I get fish, I'm probably going to definitely. I think it'd be fun as fuck. Shit, if Fish picks me up, we'll live stream the whole trip until we get to your house.
Nope. You can't.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
If you ain't at the harvest, if you're not at the harvest party, you don't get to know what happened at the harvest party. I can't. I was trying to zoom in, but I got a lady sitting right out here that's looking hella pretty, but I can't show it to you, or I can't zoom in, and I don't want to walk all the way over there. So here, look at the woods.
How are you fools doing today? Good morning. Morning.
What's up, jive ass turkey?
Hey, you just called me a jive turkey.
No, I called you. I called you cocksucker.
Yeah, dude. Oh man.
Lord,
yeah,
what are you
y'all
getting
never
into,
heard
Chris?
of Freedom, Georgia, dude? No, just in fucking.
So what's the story behind that?
Masses. I don't know, dude. I don't know the story. I guess they want a space, man. That's cool. Everyone
a bunch of black chicks
space.
got together and bought some property, and they were like, "Hey, this is a black space."
I about to say, it was all
cool,
women that came together and bought the shit. It was all
I guess,
chicks.
Is the philosophy of self-segregation as bad as regular segregation? Like, what's the difference? Why is this segregation good, but when back in the 60s when we wanted to segregate, it was bad?
Choice.
Well, it's choice, and it was.
They're doing it.
Was white people doing it. So
it's the same but opposite. Now they're saying they don't want to be around a certain people, and it's supposed to be okay. But if I say I don't want to be around a certain people,
no, it's in Georgia.
I don't want to be around a lot of certain people.
Amen. I don't want to be around my people.
I want to be around people who are like chill, are mannerful, calm and collected. But if
what do you mean, my people?
To me, my people is somebody like it's not based on like your race, but my people is somebody who are polite, well mannered, speak properly, but can also have fun.
If I disconnect, I'm sorry. I'm going to share the stream real quick.
They got one in Colorado too.
There's probably at least 5 in every state guaranteed from both races, or all races, I guess I should say.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's like some shit going on. Like, I feel like the all white shit that they had going on a couple months ago in Arkansas, that was getting more news coverage than the all black towns.
Well, it's only because they were white. This just fits the narrative. It don't matter. It's America. Buy your land and do whatever you want. You are free to hate your neighbors.
Yeah, hate your neighbors in your own yard. If your neighbors come to your yard, that's a whole different subject. Oh man, I often worry about this because the boy's getting old enough. He's gonna be like all the kids in the neighborhood be playing and shit like that. My worry is kids gonna do some kind of shit. One of the other dads comes and knocks on my door and tries to talk to me about the shit.
Oh, that's inevitable, but that's gonna happen.
That's a good thing.
Keep it respectful. Like, yeah, we'll talk about it like 2 men and shit. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. If that's how you feel, you better tell your kid not to hit anyone with the "my dad can beat up your dad" statement.
Oh, I'm gonna be like, dude, don't be saying that, dude. Let me make sure that their dad can't
Oh,
beat your
dude,
dad
if
up.
my kid ever says like it's on bumpers,
Right.
buddy, you just show me the dad, and it's on
Look,
site.
let's see the day. A sneak up on his ass. What
I
up,
can't make
Savage?
my little girl into a liar, guys. I'm sorry. It must be done.
It's gonna be fighting all kinds of people.
You know, man, they say getting punched in the face builds character, dude.
It does.
Whenever I was younger, I used to be like fighting used to be scared to me, like because it was the idea of not necessarily getting beaten up, but like losing a fight in front of people was always my fear. But now older, I
Yeah.
know it don't matter. But it wasn't my fear. It was getting beaten up. It was getting beaten up in front of other people was always one of my fears.
I got beat up in front of a lot of people, man. It was pretty funny at the lake one day. Man, I waved at this dude's girlfriend at Walmart, and he called me talking all sorts of nonsense. So I was like, dude, if you want to fight, here I am. And he sure came and kicked my ass, buddy. He didn't.
At least you being
He didn't
honest
knock me
about
out
it.
or nothing. But dude, I tell you, I ain't been needing the face ever since. The dude had like the full Muay Thai grip on the back of my head and just brung his knee right to my face.
Shit. He also had some
Yeah.
training too.
But he was like 6'5", and your boy is short king. We're like 5'7" on a good day with my boots on.
So at least you fought. A lot of people wouldn't have fought. A lot of people
He
wouldn't
didn't
have.
knock me out though. I ain't never been knocked out. Not through fighting.
I fucking have almost been knocked out, like turning around quick and hitting my head on a metal wall whenever I was at work and
Yeah.
shit. Like I turned around and just boom.
Yeah, that's about what I did. I was backpedaling playing basketball one day in the 8th grade, and I fucking smashed my head into a brick wall, just full speed backpedal, and then I woke up on the gym floor surrounded by everyone.
Gabriel, we're having a great day. Yeah. And I can speak for these two guys down here. They're having great days too. Yeah, last time I've been into a fight was years. That's probably with Hunsdorfer. Remember that?
No, I don't remember you fighting that rat face fuck.
I did. This was like 16 years ago, I think. We were like 15, I think, dude.
That's funny.
It was some kind of deal. It was some kind of weird shit going on. Like I went up to him and I was talking, and then like it was things. So I slapped myself in the face twice. Like, you gonna hit me, bitch? And then I started hitting him. I hit myself. I slapped myself in the face twice. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna hit me?" and then
Got to get yourself ready.
And then I remember I was beating up on him and shit, and then Officer Alley, the cop at the place, he comes up behind me, slams me into the wall, and my face goes dragging down the wall. And I had like fucking brick marks from my scraped face all over my face. And he was walking me.
Turned out to be a piece of shit.
Yeah, he did. He lost his job, and he's in prison for taking money and pills and shit from people.
Sexual bribes as well.
Sexual bribes. Oh, that's a piece of shit, dude. A cop, you're gonna use your. That's like a teacher having sex with students. I feel like as cops, you doing sexual bribes.
There's a dude in Leesville that's under investigation right now for in a relationship with one of his students.
Leesville, that's our hometown, y'all. Leesville, that Fort Polk is a major military base in the United States, and that's a hellhole.
I think it's called Fort Johnson now, man.
They changed it back.
Sure.
They changed
let's go, dude. Your voice matters, guys.
Yeah, enough people were like, why the fuck change it from Fort Polk to Johnson? Even though Johnson, the soldier that they named it after, was a badass. But then they went back to Polk. Yeah.
Goddamn fucking pedophiles, dude.
Why? Who's a pedophile?
The teachers, the cops.
The whole conversation you literally just had.
Yeah.
I'm not even smoking, y'all. I ain't even smoking.
Maybe you should be, dude. It's like beer fest.
To.
You only remember when you're drunk.
Yeah,
if you learn when you're drunk, you remember when you're drunk.
This is fucked up, dude. Yeah, the teachers, any government affiliated job, I feel like is on some dark level shit. We were talking about a superintendent who was getting paid $300,000 a year, and he was a registered voter, Chris, but he was an illegal immigrant.
Well, see, dude, that's insane. Like, I'm all for, like, you know, them being involved in like local elections because, you know, they are affected by the system to an extent, but, you know, there's got to be a line. Like I don't think like dual citizenship people should be able to hold a
It's not
higher
true.
level of office just because, dude, if you have a dual citizenship, you can't tell me your allegiance lies with America only. Like, you just can't. Or why even have the dual citizenship?
Concur.
That's why I feel like Trump has really heavy allegiances to Israel. All of his kids have dual
Well,
citizenships with Israel.
now I'll tell you, every American president since, I guess, Israel's inception in like the 50s has really had close ties with Israel.
Yeah, but Trump's the only one who put the embassy in Jerusalem.
Yes. They're going to be putting his face on the silver shekel. Before you can go to the temple and make a blood sacrifice, you're going to have to offer 1 silver shekel to enter.
I think JD
Trump
Vance
shekel
is way too pro-India, honestly.
That's because his
See,
wife.
I'm not
wife is in-
saying you're threatening. I'm saying, where does your loyalty lie? Like, if it came down to a war breaking out of America versus Australia, where would you lie? You see what I'm saying there? You could be a sleeper cell already in my country, and you're considered a citizen, but your allegiance lies not within my country, not on my side, but you're here saying you're on my side.
Right. Yeah. If you're not a full-blooded, born, nationalized American citizen, only American, you should not be able to have a government job or run for political office.
Yeah. Schwarzenegger should never have been governor.
Yeah, that pissed me off when that happened. That was fucking retarded.
They were gonna. It was retarded, dude. They were at that point in time.
Dream.
They were talking about like trying to change laws around so he could run for president one day, and I think that's all a psyop so they could help make a foreigner a president of the U.S.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Communism
Hopefully,
plays the long game, man. They know what they're doing.
It's the long game.
If they start planting the seed right now, they know that 3 generations from now, that tree is going to be bearing fruit, and then they can start implementing that shit right now. Predictive programming, all that type of shit.
dude, I think in America, not locked by morals, like solos the rest of the world, no difficulty.
Yeah, especially Australia. Like
like America's locked behind a moral compass.
We'd stomp on Australia if we had to go to war with them, and we'd beat them in breakdancing competition too if we had to as well. So
God, what was that lady's name?
I could beat
we don't need to
something like that.
We don't need to give any freedom in any kind of to her name. It don't need no fame. It's like the guy that killed John Lennon. She's just the Australian bitch that breakdance stupid.
I mean, if we're being honest, I'm really not too sad that John Lennon is no longer with us. He was kind of a communist fuck.
He would be.
I didn't know the guy, so I couldn't really care.
I love his music. Like the Beatles are always one of my favorite bands, but his personal shit, like he was not a good guy. He was like Martin Luther King beating up his wife, cheating on her and shit. But the shit he,
yeah, Lennon was a piece of shit as a person. He was a fucking big piece of shit.
Yeah.
He was known to he was known to beat up his wives, and also not even just that. Like they'd have the bed-ins. Him and Yoko would be sitting in the bed, protesting and shit like that. But he was already worth 10 to 15 million bucks back then.
I remember when they cut her mic off because she just kept screaming.
Yeah, and they had a rock and roll legend, Chuck Berry, on stage. She should never have been there with Chuck Berry on the stage like that. Fuck no, John. I don't know what John was thinking. I don't know what because that was his childhood hero, and he's gonna have this bitch on there with him.
I like the Beatles more when they were more of a pop group. And once they started
kill John Lennon,
getting into that political shit. Yeah. I've heard he did beat Yoko, but Yoko got him on heroin. Yoko got him on the heroin. He beat up Paul McCartney and shit.
That was different times for sure.
Yeah. He was a violent dude, and he left his first wife.
Who are the 2 brothers from Oasis that get into fist fights every tour they go on to?
The Gallaghers.
Yeah, he was one of those type of Brits.
That's funny. Those are the best kind.
They there's like them drunken Brits. They don't drink the hugging alcohol. They drink the fighting alcohol.
He'd be a soccer
Jesus,
hooligan.
the PBR, not the PBR.
The Beatles, I love them, but while we're on the subject, I do think that them and their music helped lead to the downfall of our culture and the Western culture and society.
I only know the Beatles, like maybe 3 songs, and that's it. I don't. And the picture, everyone knows the picture. Those motherfuckers. I wonder the next person to cross the street's going to get as famous. Who's it going to be? What's it going to be for? What street will they cross?
See, the Beatles are weird because it's one of those things where everybody knows, I guarantee everybody knows at least 2 or 3 Beatles songs, even if they don't know it's the Beatles.
Exactly.
Yeah. Pop culture, man.
And a lot of their songs have been covered by a lot of other bands too.
Yeah, I first seen them or it was a parody of them in the Dewey Cox story, Walk Hard, with John C. Reilly, where he's Johnny Cash.
Oh, dude, would you like to be our last day?
Yeah, outside of that, dude, they were before my time, man.
Overrated. I will say that.
I would much rather throw on some Pink Floyd.
Yep.
Well, looking back at it, the Stones were good too. They were up to some dirty shit, but the Stones, I don't hear the Beatles music on the radio today as much. So every now and then you might hear Come Together or something like that. But there's 10 Rolling Stones songs they still play on the radio.
Well, that's because you just don't listen to the genre that the Beatles would fall underneath. They're not going to play Beatles. They're not playing Yellow Submarine on fucking...
Yeah, nah, dude.
Yeah, it's true. They're playing some of that dirty rock and roll. They're playing that, I'll never be your beast of burden.
Yeah, they're like a fucking Star Child.
That's
Flower
timeless.
Circle.
Yeah, but no, that shit.
Whichever channel plays NSYNC and Taylor Swift is where you're going to find the Beatles.
You're going to be the great... That's going to be the, what do they call the mix hit station? The gay 93.gay.
Non-stop pop, man.
GHEY, coming to you live.
Channel 69. But Angie, the song Angie by the Rolling Stones, quick little history on that. That was written based on David Bowie's wife was named Angie, right? So she had walked in on Mick Jagger and David Bowie doing some gay shit. And then he was like, Angie, please don't. And then that's where the song.
Allegedly.
I believe it 100%.
No, I'm just.
I believe it. If you look at Mick Jagger, some of his
Hey, bro. I can accept a certain level of Taylor Swift. Okay, there's a line though. I'm like a late 2000s Taylor Swift kind of fan.
She has that song
back when she was still in high school. Because I was also still in high school. Now there's more important shit in the world than Taylor Swift.
There's really no superstars like that anymore coming up out of nowhere. You notice that?
They're not producing anymore. That's the problem. Is that nobody's producing them. You'll never get another Michael Jackson or another Taylor Swift. There's too many private options.
Yeah, fuck
no.
That's
when there's no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I can't really think. All the oldies really are the only people I could think that can compare, but even then they really can't compare.
The only reason Taylor Swift is still doing what she's doing right now is because when she first started, she was still in the CD radio is the only way to go era, concerts and radio stations.
Yeah, I don't think there's that many avenues now.
On fucking version of it.
How fucking history.
You'll be viral before you be like a pop star. You'll get brought out because you're viral video rather than your actual talent.
It's the same thing with like movie stars and shit. There's no more A-list celebrities. All that shit's dead. You know what I mean?
And they're associated with their role. They're associated more with the character that they play in one movie versus any of the other shit they do. Like the Spider-Man guy. He ain't no fucking
Tom
shit.
Holland,
Yeah, they were in some other good shit, but they're only associated with these characters.
I think being too open is what destroyed a lot of America's cultural infrastructure. Because like it was amazing when you could see fucking the biggest, most glamorous superstar of the day in the newspaper or walk across the street, and that was it. You're like, oh my God, then I only see you in TV. But now everybody's on news, everybody's got a podcast, everybody's got a fucking vlog, giving their opinions and shit. So it disconnects the artist from the art. So you no longer associate the art with the actual, ooh, I like the creativity of it. All you see is, oh, this person's a piece of shit. I'm not going to go support their work. You know what I mean? Everybody thought they were, oh, I'm so famous that people are going to love me no matter what. So let me tell them everything about myself. And it literally made people hate them because there's no mystery there. You got to have the mystery to keep the image or the concept of the movie itself alive. Because as soon as you're like, oh, I hate this fucking person or I hate that idea, that's all you see in the art. The art's destroyed because you see the fucking person. You're not supposed to know the person.
Yeah, because you make it personal. You make it grimy. To be personal is to be grimy, dude. To get personal is to be in the trenches with someone, you know, and yeah, that could fucking very well ruin your
That's
artistic expression.
What's been going on with Stephen King? Because did we not all love Stephen King shit growing up our whole lives? But now he has to talk about this dumb shit.
Well, I think the best example of this would be Hitler, to be honest.
Go on. I'm interested in this.
Yeah,
because you know his artistic expression, and then you look at his art, it's decent, and then someone tells you that Hitler painted it, and then it instantly becomes that much more, right?
Right.
Because you know the person.
You either love the depth of it or you clown the childlike nature of it.
Mm-hmm.
About the art.
Yeah, because he's a piece of shit, but looking at those paintings without knowing the artist, they're not that bad.
There was somebody
than what I would fucking paint, that's for damn sure. And then you find out that they're by the Mustache Bandit, and you know,
Chaplin?
Not this guy. Yeah, yeah. He it's crazy because you also look at these artworks and think like, wow, somebody who was into some wicked and evil shit like that, also had an artistic mind. You know, somebody who was into some shit like that also had the ability to create some shit too.
Everybody's got both in them. That's what you can't be surprised.
Yeah, the two wolves.
Everybody's got it both in them. The most evil person in the world could be the nicest, most loving motherfucker to one person on the planet.
Yeah, the duality of man.
Yeah, he's a very good point, Lizzie. Like a lot of people, like one of his artworks, people could like try to use that as a shrine or something, try to build like a shrine to it.
I wish I had fucking trees in my backyard like that, dude.
He's got hella tree. He cleared up most of them a couple years ago when they first moved in. Didn't you, Hutch?
My backyard's a fucking mess, guys.
I'm down in the movie theater right now.
The fucking movie theater?
Yes, the movie theater.
You just got like a white piece of fucking canvas out there? I've always wanted to do that. Like get a projector and just find a nice big white wall. Oh,
I've got logs, log benches, 4 log benches.
Nice.
Yeah, they'll be having fun over there.
Hang up here.
I hope my family land's still in the family. I got a little chunk of it, like a half an acre, but it's got a lot of pine trees on it that I want to till up and make something of.
Mushrooms love pine trees. Pine needles are perfect substrate for mushrooms. Just saying.
Guys, I gotta get out of here.
Oh, you're leaving, buddy?
Guys, I gotta go to the birthday party.
The birthday party, let's go, dude.
I'm gonna go shovel some shit then. Good day.
Good day, brother. It's nice talking to you. I'm gonna try to go. We can try to see what's up. We can either play the game tonight, Chris, or we could try to go live again.
I ain't tripping, dude.
I will have the boy with me. But we got a bunch of we're playing the Quest Kids. We got a bunch of new Army men. We got a bunch of Night Soldiers. So we're gonna be playing quite a few games. Thank you,
man. Go have a good time. It's the birthday, dude.
Yeah. And I always tell the boy, I always tell him about chat, for sure. I always tell him about chat. He's like, chat, and I was like, yeah, dude, chat's cool as fuck. So, Chris, I'll holler at you.
Hey, man, take it easy, buddy. Y'all stay easy, chat.
Peace.